Welcome everybody back to another episode on the Zedcraft Season 5 server. I'm Ermel, and today I am building the Legends of Zelda. Legends of Zeldaph, because it's on the Zedaph server. Well, what is the Legends of Zelda, you might ask? You remember the old game from Nintendo, very original game. I thought, wouldn't it be cool if we put the Minecraft character into that world, and then they can go do all the exploring that you do in the original Zelda game, and try to bring as many of those mechanics from the Zelda game into the Minecraft game. You know, lots of decisions have to be made when you're actually in the design process. You know, do you how do you handle blocks that the player's not supposed to go on when it's, you know, Link can't jump, but your Minecraft character can. So in Zelda, a too wide water body, in Zelda you're stuck. I can't cross the water body forever, but in Minecraft, in Minecraft you can't. So how do I handle those sorts of mechanics? Well, one of the things I really wanted to do is make sure there were mobs. And so at the heart of this Zelda game is the Mobinator. And let's just go take a look at the actual generator. Nope, this isn't it. Just give me a second. Ouch. And there it is. Landed. First try. Actually, let's do this. Let's do this. FPV. Yay! So it generates the bad things. The bad things are pushed off with the water, normal sort of mob farm style, but instead of killing them, right, I funnel them all into this tunnel, or this tower. Yep, there they go. F3B helps, and they go into the game. I don't want spiders, so I put the little flat blocks. I still can get spiders spawning like on the very edges, so I'll have to figure that out. I think I have a solution to how to fix that. But other than that, you'll have all your too tall mobs. Endermen won't spawn, so you have witches, skellies, zombies, creepers, and of course your one tall mobs, your baby zombinoids and your baby zombinoids on chickens and stuff like that. Alright, that's fine, but I don't want creepers in the game. That would just blow up the game. I don't want to make everything creeper proof. So the first thing we do with the mobs, so the mobs come up here. Oh, look at a creeper. What does happen to a creeper? Oh, creepers. I don't want them to get aggro on me because that changes their AI. Yeah, he may have already been jerkinated. Creepers can't make it through this thing, and the two tall other mobs can't make it down there. So what is this guy? Yeah, see. Oh, yeah. So you can see there the creeper gets pushed to the side. All the other mobs go straight. Once the creeper aggroes on you, they can fight the water. They can't fight the water otherwise. Okay. Anyways, and so that's how we separate those guys out. And so now it's just zombies, skellies, and an occasional witch that will come this way. And then I have all these stations up here where I let one mob go through. You can see this piston is up, but it can be down, and that one's down, it can be up. So when it's the other way around, when they flip-flop, the mobs will go straight. A mob will go across this tripwire hook. The tripwire hook will hit all of this. It'll flip everything around, and then all the rest of the mobs will turn. Sometimes two mobs can get in, because when this comes down, if it squishes another mob, pushes them this way instead of that way. And I don't know why these guys are all jumbled up. Maybe they saw me and their AI is now... Yeah. Oh, even my face has F3B on. Here, let's go ahead and turn that off. Alright. That issue has been taken care of. If you're interested in how this redstone works, the tripwire hook activates this block. It actually activates that block over there too, but I don't care. I take that signal and put this into a memory cell. there's just one item. It goes back and forth. It gets stuck in here because it's locked. This comparator says, is something stuck there? Yes. Well, then do the opposite. And it comes in here and it flips this torch. And it makes this block and this block all activated. Well, that deactivated, this activated, and it flips the pistons. This will stay this way until this line gets clicked, which is what happens when you start the game. So right now, this has been on for a little bit, so all of these lights indicate that, oh, well, no, they're still bundled up over there, dumb jerk faces. These lights indicate that the mob's already dropped. That's funny. And so that's really basically it. So it's easy to have the mobs at the turn. So that's why you see a turn. There's another system. I have 2 mobs drop into the first area. I'll talk about what the areas are in a second. I have 3 mobs drop in the third area. So here's the first one, the second one, and then the third one drops over there. And then 4 mobs drop in the third area. The third area is not even fully built. And area 5, area 6, area 7 are also not built. But I want to kind of step you through some of my design ideas, my thinkings on why I think some of this happens the way it does. Might see a little bit more of those. By the way, the creepers, when the creepers are removed from the system, they are sent to here. Right there. Yep. That is where the creepers are sent. Might as well earn a little bit of gunpowder while we're at it. I wanted an observation floor. Also, for 2 reasons. Obviously, because it's fun to maybe watch how well someone does. The other thing I wanted to make sure is that you could actually see the Zelda map from above, right? Because in the game, in the old Nintendo game, right, you're looking down, straight down on it. And when you're in the game, you may not recognize some of the rooms, some of the screens, if you will. But when you're above it, you can be like, oh, yeah, maybe I remember this room, and maybe I remember that room. So being able to come up here and just take a look around, maybe bring some of that nostalgia of the original game, because now you're kind of looking at it in the same direction. But also, like I said, so that other folks can watch you play. So that's fine. So you just go into rooms and you fight mobs. It's got to be more than that. Right, yeah, because Zelda's a lot more than that. So I'm going to go ahead and hit reset on it, and we're going to go jump in. I'm going to cheat. I'm going to have all my armor on because I'm just going to show you the mechanics. But you can see some of the ideas on how the game should feel. Do. Okay, all right, all those turn off. It says, hey, send a mob my way. I already turned F3B off. Let's turn F3B back on. You can start seeing, yeah, we're getting more stuff coming. It just takes it a second. Oh, really? Yeah, so he's done. And that turns, I don't know if you saw the whole system, but that made this light turn off. It says, okay, we got one in place. So now I'm waiting for another one to get in place. Oh, there he goes. When he gets to the end, he's going to go across a tripwire hook. It's going to send the information back to this guy. When this guy's off and that guy's off, well, then this whole line is off. So this is an AND gate. So if you know your redstone parts, it's an AND gate. And just wait for it. Yep, there it goes. He's done. So this just turns off, and boom. Now I'm ready to go play. The player will not have any gear or anything, but I'm cheating at cheater face, so I'm going to have all my stuff. Yay! So what the player will do is they'll have to get down in here. They'll have to be like, oh no, there's mobs. I need to run. I need to find a weapon. So they go down in here where you get the sword. It's dangerous to go alone. Take this. And there'll be an iron sword in there. They grab their iron sword. They come up and they start winning against the mobs. There's going to be other, right, because if you remember the game, sometimes there's just an open ladder, another room, if you will, but sometimes you have to put a bomb or a candle on something. Now, I'm not going to have the blow up the game mechanics, but I have an idea on how I'm going to handle bombs and candles. But right now this is open, but maybe this is closed until they get a bomb. I don't know. This is we're still learning. We're still designing. But yes, they can come in here and they can get healing potions for 20 rupees. They put in their 20 rupees, they hit the button, and out comes the healing potion. So let me actually show you how that mechanic works. So the mobs obviously aren't going to drop rupees like they do in Legends of Zelda, so they're going to be in these barrels. These barrels are actually located at spots on the map where there is a burnable bush. So in the real Zelda, you could burn that bush, it would create a ladder down, and you can go get rupees. That's another way to get them, because the mobs drop them too, but you can go and get them that way. I decided that that would just be a good way to do it. This is where the mobs should land, so that they don't have too much damage when they land. All right, well, now that I got the rupees, right, then I can say, oh man, I took a lot of damage from those mobs. I need a healing potion. I can come in here, and I can put in my 20 rupees. I can get my healing potion, and I can heal up. But then I'm still stuck in these rooms until it's like, I'm ready to go. This door is closed. 10 rupees to exit. Oh, I got a 10 rupees. 10 rupees to exit. Da-da-da. Oh, and there's going to be more mobs this way. I dropped one mob in the water, which isn't that dangerous if it's a zombie, but it could be dangerous if it's a skeleton. And then I drop a mob in that room over there. But anyway, same sort of mechanics here. I can go find something. Is it in place yet? Oh, actually, I do have that ready. I forgot that I already put that stuff in there. Link can't go on water, but things in the water can shoot at Link. So that's why I decided to do it this way. It's kind of ugly, but I felt that it best mimicked the game function. Oh wow, I got another 20 rupees and I got a 15 rupees. What can I possibly do with these? And that door doesn't work yet, so I can actually leave right now. Oh, this is where level 1 is in Legends of Zelda. But it's not going to be level 1 here, because it's going to be a place where you can come and get your candle. Put in your 15 rupees. You get your candle. Alright. That's the general idea. I don't know that that's going to be where the candle is. The actual what goes in the barrel and what it takes to move to the next stop. But now that I have another 20, I can go get another potion. So let's say coming in here to this room, I took some more damage, I want another potion. Well, now I can run back, because you can always, this was another thing about Legends of Zelda, right? You had to keep going back to the same screens. First time you had to go through it, right? But then the second time you had to go back to it and burn a bush, and then you had to go back through it later to get to the next thing where you'd use a bomb, and you were constantly re-going over the same screens over and over again. And so that's part of this idea. You're going to have to keep running back. Maybe that's not where potions are. Maybe something else is sold there. But that flow of the game with the character, the Minecraft character, having to run back. All right. So that's the general flow of the game, right? You come into the first room. You battle. You get some stuff. Maybe you can't even use it in that room, but it helps you in another room. And then maybe at the final room, not the final, but 2 rooms later, you get a bomb. And I think what I'm going to do is, like, when you get the quote-unquote bomb item, the pretend I'm a bomb, then it's going to automatically maybe move a block or something back in one of these original areas that finally lets you access this. So then maybe the thing that's actually in here is I don't know, something that you need to open a door to get into the very last room. But you can't get into it because you would need a bomb, and you don't have a bomb yet. So I'm not sure how I'm going to make some of that work. But I think when you press the button to pay for the bomb, just all the bomb rooms open up. And when you press the button that pays for the candle, just all the candles room open up. Yeah, you'll have a bomb or a candle in your inventory, but that would just be for cutesy's sake. It wouldn't be critical that the thing is actually in inventory, because buying the bomb would open up all those rooms. And I tried to stay true to, this is where the burnable bush is. That is where the burnable bush is. There is no burnable bush in this particular area, so there's nothing here. All right, so let me fly back up there just so I can get a bird's eye view of this, because I want to talk a little bit more now about other game designs. yeah, from up here, you might be able to recognize that screen as, yes, that's something that you have to go through in Legends of Zelda. I have to come up with, in Legends of Zelda, there's green trees and brown trees, green rock and brown rock. So green rock is going to be that terracotta, green terracotta. Green trees are going to just be that leaf. But brown trees, since we're in a biome where everything's pretty green, I decided to go with dirt. I'll show you back here because this room has brown trees with those on top. So those are brown trees. But you can't step on them, and that's the whole point, right? They block your way. So I needed something that prohibited the player from going into that space. I'm trying to go into that space. It won't let me. Oh, here I can cheat because I'm not done here. Yes, that room there does actually have 3 green trees, even though it's a brown tree room. At the end of the mobinator, they'll just fall here. But sometimes they don't land in there, and sometimes they get out and they come find me. Yeah, jerk faces. But there won't be creepers, right? I haven't had a single creeper problem, except for if I'm up there and it aggroes on me. Sometimes the creeper can get through to the wrong area. But if I'm not up there, the creepers will. I've never had a problem with the creepers. Anyway, so this will be cool. So this is, I'm gonna go ahead and show you the JPEG now. So you can see this is, somebody's rendition of what the map looks like. It feels accurate. I don't know if they've got it all accurate, but it certainly looks accurate enough to me. Each of these quads, I decided to take groups of 4 so that they can be somewhat connected. But I need 6 of them. And I could have maybe done the whole map, right? But the problem with the whole map is then I need lots and lots and lots of spawners. And I was a little lazy. I'm like, I'm just going to see if I can get this to work with a single mob spawner. Maybe if we have a lot of success here, maybe in one version of some future edition of Zedcraft, I can make the whole map. But that would require many, many, many mob spawners. And I wasn't ready to do that. That seemed a little too much for me at this time. Okay, so we're back here now. I think I've talked about all the different mechanics. Well, I'm super happy. I don't know when this is going to get done. We've been working on it for about a month and a half now. Had to build the big pit, put the mob spawning mechanic in, and we're finally getting to building game mechanics. One thing that would be cool is if, like the bomb, like we have the player head mod on this server. What if the bomb looked like a bomb? It'd be a player head, but if it looked like a bomb. I know if the candle, because the candle, Minecraft candles are little candlesticks, but the Legends of Zelda candle was a bigger candle in a tray sort of dealy popper. So that might look pretty good. Maybe we can find a player head that can match that. Or then the people who play the game, maybe they can have those as sort of, hey, you won the game, you get to keep those as you move on or something. I don't know. But the sun is setting. My time with you is setting. I just wanted to bring you up to speed on what I was thinking about for Legends of Zelda. And I will catch you all in the next episode. Chat with y'all later.